Time for the 49ers Rush podcast.
Yeah, now I want to talk about this, Zach. He asked us, any chance we trade Aziz and play Mercurial Ball? One, I don't think you trade Aziz because you're already going to get a comp pick if you don't re-sign him, so you can have him for a year on the cheap and get that. But if you did trade Aziz, Mercurial Ball ain't getting that playing time. It's going to be Oren Burks.
Yeah,
he's been the first one off. He's been the first one in with everybody the whole entire time. So I do like Mercurial Ball. I really, really do. But no, I do not want to trade Greenlaw. I do not want to trade Aziz. I want to keep those three studs. I want to get those comp picks. The 49ers have shown their formula for rebuilding this roster. I want to stick with that formula personally. I don't know. Your thoughts, Wayne?
Yeah, man, I'm just not trying to trade any of those guys at this moment because it's the last year of their contract and you kind of want them to kind of ride out with a Super Bowl ring, man, and then see if they'll take a hometown discount on top of that. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, I'm not big on breaking up the trio, but I do like what we're starting to kind of like churn up in the linebacking stable. And so we'll have to see what happens. Oren Burks was a piece that they went out and got in free agency. So it was a piece they wanted to bring in here. Don't forget, that's another guy Kyle Shanahan was looking at in that Fred Warner draft. He just went to a later team. So like, this is kind of like that was probably like a Kyle Shanahan guy. They're going to get him worked in, and we got to see what he provides on special teams, which I think he's going to be fine, as well as being a linebacker. And we know one thing, our linebackers, they get a little bit dinged up throughout the season, so he'll get his opportunities 100%. I'm just surprised a lot of us aren't going with DFF, who's like that tweener kind of like.
And I was shocked. This is the first time I've ever seen him take Mike snaps. Because DFF has always played Will or Sam. They had him at Mike. He took almost all of his snaps at Mike and played well, despite being a smaller guy.
True story.
And I'll say this. Whenever you look at a position group like right now, you're seeing 6 linebackers that you really, really like. No way you're keeping all 6. You can because of special teams, but it's going to sort itself out. Having the surplus is a great problem to have. And I know we as fans, when we're doing the numbers, we're like, man, if you could trade one of them, that'd be great. Just wait. Just allow it to sort itself out. And otherwise, you trade one, then you get the injuries. Look at the Cowboys, okay, which is one of the worst run franchises in pro sports. They trade away Amari Cooper for peanuts before the wide receiver market got set. Then they have a couple injuries at wide receiver. Now they have nothing outside of CD Lamb because they thought they had a surplus, so they wanted to take advantage of it. Now they have jack squat.
So Gallup, Tolbert, like all them guys are hurt?
Tolbert's out there, but he has looked off. I don't know if you watched that preseason game. He was not good. He is. His whole thing was he couldn't create separation. He just made circus catches. Well, guess what? He ain't separating now. It's a little bit different. So he needs time, but he's going to be starting because they don't have anybody else. And it's looking rough, man. And I love it because I hate the Cowboys, but you don't want to be the Cowboys. You have a surplus. Stay with it. Let's wait till after the 3rd preseason game, then try to then you ask those questions. Not now, because you don't know. There's too many variables. Somebody gets hurt. No. Keep your strength. That's who you are. You're a front 7 loaded team. Keep that until, James Washington's out. Like, it's just not good. It's just not good.